Welcome Primary 6. I am Ms. Nermeen Said, your science teacher for Primary 6. Today we will study Unit 1, Lesson 2, Law of Levers, Part 2. In the last session we studied Law of Levers, and it states that the force by force arm equal resistance by resistance arm, and the force or resistance force is inversely proportional to its arm. This means that when the force increase, the force arm will decrease, and when the resistance force decrease, the resistance arm will increase. And now, conservation of effort in lever. We can say that the lever conserve effort when we do small effort force to carry or to move large resistance force. So, when effort force is smaller than resistance force, this lever will conserve effort. And we said that the effort force is inversely proportional to force arm. So when the effort force is small, the effort arm will be big. And if the resistance force will be big, the resistance arm will be small. So the conditions that state conservation of effort: lever conserve effort when force arm bigger than resistance arm, or effort force smaller than resistance force. And now, let's study which class lever will conserve effort. In first class lever, fulcrum is between effort force and resistance force. This means that there are three cases in first class lever. Case number 1. When the fulcrum is near to effort force, this means that the effort arm will be smaller than resistance arm. So the effort force will be bigger than resistance force. This means that we do great force to carry or to move small resistance force. Of course, this lever doesn't conserve effort. Case number 2. When fulcrum is near to resistance force, the effort arm will be bigger than resistance arm. So the effort force will be smaller than resistance force. This means that we do small effort force to carry or to move large resistance force, and this type of lever will conserve effort. As crowbar. Crowbar is first class lever and conserve effort. Case number 3. When the fulcrum in the middle between effort and resistance, this means that effort arm equal resistance arm. So effort force equal resistance force. This means that we do effort force equal to the force resistance force that we want to move or to carry the object. So this lever also doesn't conserve effort. So we can say that first class lever sometimes save effort. Second class lever. In second class lever, resistance always between fulcrum and effort. So effort arm always larger than resistance arm. So effort force always smaller than resistance force. This means that we do small effort force to move or to carry large resistance force, and this type of lever conserve effort. So second class lever always conserve effort, or it has a mechanical benefit. Like bottle opener and nut cracker, we use small effort force to do large resistance force. Third class lever. In third class lever, the effort force always between fulcrum and resistance force. So the effort arm is smaller than resistance arm, and effort force bigger than resistance force. This means that we do great force to carry or to move small resistance force. This type of lever doesn't conserve effort. So we say that third class lever always doesn't conserve effort, or it has no mechanical benefit, like holder and tweezer. But primary 6. The machines that don't conserve effort are useful in other tasks, or we use it in many things like increase speed, distance, save time, and avoid dangers. Thank you, primary 6.